Hey, what's up, everybody? You are now tuned in to Donnie's Thoughts, and I'm your host, King Donnie. Happy New Year! Right? Now, for real. I hope everyone has a great 2026. I hope it's filled with nothing but good health, prosperity, love, all that great stuff. I hope your finances triple. You know what I'm saying? I hope you find your mate. You know, your kids do good. Everybody is healthy. Everybody's making good decisions. I wish all that on you all in abundance. But welcome to the show, Donnie Starts. And once again, I want to thank all my faithful supporters that's that tunes in every time I drop. Man, I love y'all for real. I don't care if it's one, and I said this before. I don't care if it's one person or a million. I'm gonna show up and try my best to show out because if you took the time out to listen to me, I gotta tell you, I appreciate it, and I'm gonna continue to do my best. But let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. Uh, Venezuela and the United States are at war. I guess our government was like, they need to know what democracy is. You know what I'm saying? How that bird sound? Ah, the eagle and shit. They definitely down there showing them what democracy is all about. It is not a laughing matter. Whenever these people, the government, the United States government, when they show up, they're not there to be your fucking friend. I promise you. They own one. They trying to take something over. You feel me? I don't know the backstory about what's going on in Venezuela, but from what I gather, their government was just taking the finances and fucking it off. You understand? But who knows? I know here, Chicago was a designated city for the Venezuelans. And when I tell you they had downtown, they was running amok. I'm talking about they was painting the town red, man. It was wild. They was having machete fights in the streets. God damn it. It was crazy, man. But I shout out to Venezuela. I hope they, come up out this jam. You understand me, and they have a positive turnout. You know what I'm saying? But all I know, and I know this to be true, when America gets to talking about democracy, some shit about to go down. So, be prepared. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna roll or get rolled over. There is nothing bigger than their program. So get in line. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I can tell you because they gonna fuck shit up regardless. You feel me? Um. Also, this is some real shit I thought about today. All right. I'm driving. I'm on 290. No, I'm on 294. Yeah, 294. And I'm driving, and I get to thinking. I'm like, does anything really fucking change? Could that saying, there's nothing new under the sun, in fact, really be true? And if it is fucking true, are we in what they call that shit? Fuck, I can't think of the word, but I feel like we're in a constant loop. All the shit that's happening now in our community, their community, all over the world, this shit has happened a million times over. Assimilation. Yeah, that's what I was. Are we really in a fucking simulation? Because if you think about it, what the fuck is new? Nothing. Listen, before it was 3 I. A Atlas or whatever that shit was, what they were talking about, some fucking UFO, all this other shit. Back in motherfucking 1990 something, it was, I forget what cult this was called, but they were under the guidelines of some fucking spaceship was gonna come back, some comet, and it was gonna take their asses in the fucking the ends of the galaxy or some shit. All kinds of shit. It's like all this shit is just being repeated over and over again. It's motherfucking like a Groundhog Day, right? Uh, they had those people, those revivals, like back in the 20s and a little bit before that, talking about, oh yeah, God is gonna come on this date, sell all your shit. Then the shit just happened. It happened uh not even a year ago. It happened some time ago, recently. Everything's being repeated. Fucking war after war over bullshit, whether it's oil, rubber, you know what I'm saying? Uh Gold, whatever you can fucking think of. All this shit is like on repeat. The only thing we haven't seen again, and I may catch some flack for this, but the only thing that I know of that we haven't seen again, some people will say Putin, but I don't. mm, I'm pretty sure him and his government has done some wild shit. I don't think it's no wilder than what the U.S. government does. Uh, some people may beg to differ, but we've had some super villains. I haven't experienced it personally in my lifetime, and people of this generation, but allegedly, the guy with the mustache was quote unquote a super fucking villain, right? It was him, Paul Potts, a bunch of other people where they were just like knocking people off like by the hundreds of thousands, millions even. Shit was kind of crazy. Allegedly, you know what I mean? They were terrorizing the fucking planet. And so was Genghis fucking Khan. Genghis Khan was just out here wilding. I mean, has anybody actually looked, did some research on this motherfucker? Man, listen, to this day, Genghis Khan hasn't been around in fucking centuries, you know, or with eons. This, you can find his relatives now. He was killing shit and freaking shit. I don't want to say he was taking it, but more than likely the two go hand in hand. You killing people, you probably raping people. It's that's just how that shit go. But we haven't seen, to our knowledge, any supervillains like that as of late. But when I tell you everything else is the fucking same, bro, the clothes are the fucking same. Nothing, nothing fucking new. Like it's nothing, man. Jordans. Listen, all them Jordans from the '80s, '90s. Everybody's still going crazy. They re-releasing the same shit. It's fucking annoying, bruh. Behaviors. Have they really changed? I mean, just think about that. Have we evolved as fucking humans for real? I believe we're still acting like our ancestors, low key. You know what I mean? I don't think we've actually taken it to the next step. And I'm not just, when I say ancestors, I know when people be like, oh, he must be talking about black people. More than likely. But I'm talking about, in this instance, I'm talking about every fucking body. You understand me? Fucking the the Caucasian people, they're not acting any different. They may hide their feelings, right? are what they believe. If they really hiding it, I don't really think that's even in their nature because they really don't give a fuck. They be walking. They have been walking around this bitch with what's it we call it free realm and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's any different. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that has changed, and can we really say it is something changed, is the value of the dollar, right? But you throw in inflation and all that shit, because listen, if we were in the 30s, 20s, late 20s, early 30s, you know what I'm saying? That's the Great Depression time. Around that time frame, 20s and 30s and shit, it was the Great Depression. So, just imagine you trying to go grocery shopping and you like, damn, this shit used to cost a nickel. Now it's 50 cent. And all you got is fucking 20 cent. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, it may not have, you know what I'm saying? But, that era, things, adjusted for that era, like how they adjust now. But I don't know. People are getting ripped off every era. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about as a whole. Like the Caucasians are getting ripped off. Then they rip off the black folks, if not a little more, a lot more. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to these finances, we all getting ripped off at the end of the day, right? I could go on and I could talk about these conspiracy theories about I think it's 5 or 7 fucking families. That means we all some fucking suckers. It's like 7, 8 billion people in the world, and some fucking families are controlling us. I'm not saying it's not possible, but that means we something's wrong there. You know what I'm saying? It fucks me up just to think that there's some people controlling my outcome, your outcome, but we're under the illusion that we're controlling it. When it's shit that they put into play, right, that we can't foresee, that's fucking everything up. How is it, right? And listen, I'm pretty sure there are some very fucking intelligent people listening to me right at this moment. Fucking scholars, even. How is it that our food source, the food that we put in our body, is fucked up like on so many levels? On a daily basis, on a daily basis, they're doing recalls on every fucking thing, from your chicken, your fish, your meat, your veggies, your fucking medicine, your Tylenol, you know what I mean? Your ibuprofen. Everything has done gotten recalled. And we're supposed to be an advanced society. You would think that shit would come into play, right? We would apply our knowledge that we've gained to prevent certain shit happening with the food. But really, my question, and you all can interact, but my question is, is real fucking simple. If our government, and I know what everyone's going to say, but that's the obvious answer. But if our government is ran by humans, right? Real flesh and blood humans, right? Why would they allow certain shit to be produced in the United States that's going to be toxic for us? There, that's why, man. You know what? These motherfuckers really just might be shapeshifters, or fucking what they call it, lizards, or the grays, or some shit. Some shit that's not human, because empathy, uh, and whatever other fucking words you want to think of to use in this situation. Me as a human, I wouldn't want to make my fellow human sick, especially not for this fiat currency, right? Like, just really think that through. There are people in place that know shit is fucked up and there could be a better solution, but they're thinking about the bottom line at the end of the day. Can we really call these people human? Like, some shit is your human right. And we get charged severely to be here as humans. This shit does not make any fucking sense. Listen, I'm no rocket scientist, but I believe we weren't meant to work. I know, I know. You're probably like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? How we gonna get paid? You know what I'm saying? I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again. All this shit is somebody else's, our collective of people's imagine fucking nation. Because you're telling me at one point in time, and I'm not gonna say what continent probably is the wealthiest, but at one point in time, you should already know it's Africa, right? But at one point in time, we were trading things that you could say had value, like, oh man, I want like, I don't know, 1,000 pounds of grapeseed oil. Cause I could use that. I don't know if that's the healthy oil. It might be, it might not be. It probably was healthy at one point, then it wasn't. But anyway, they would say, yeah, I want 1,000 pounds of grapeseed oil, and I'll give you fucking 7 cows. And you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna feed my whole village, and they're doing whatever the fuck they're doing with the grapeseed oil. And then they're doing like little side trades, like, man, I'll give you 2 ounces of this oil, you give me uh a quarter pound of these seeds so I could plant this shit. It was flowing, right? And everybody was living peaceful. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let me take that back. Not peaceful, because there's always been some kind of human aggression towards other humans. So I ain't gonna go that route. But we was living in like just a different. It was a different way of life, right? So then someone introduces this fiat currency, and that this is what we think life is. You wake up, you go to work for the man, right? You spend most of your life working for the man, not enjoying nothing, right? You might go on a vacation here and there, you might do some other shit, but for the most part, you're trying to figure out how to replace what you just spent. So you're going to spend most of your time working, neglecting yourself, neglecting your kids, because you're trying to chase a dream, right? To be this human with money overflowing, right? But at the end of the day, all of us ain't gonna be in the 1%, because that's just not how it works. Somebody's gonna be working for 40, 50 years. And they're gonna look back and say, man, what the fuck was I doing that for? Like, why couldn't I just fucking be born on a piece of land and just live off the land type shit? But if you try to do that, man, like in this day and age, oh my goodness, it's gonna be a lot of naysayers. You're gonna be like, man, what the fuck? Then we're so used to this convenience of technology. Oh man, I'm telling you now, it's motherfuckers that you may be one of these motherfuckers that can't live without their phone or their laptop or a tablet. All this shit. You take all that shit away, people will go fucking nuts. But my point is, I believe we're not supposed to be working in no cubicles. We're not supposed to be doing no other shit, punching in and punching out on a clock. We're supposed to be doing what makes us happy. And I know there's some fuck people out there that's probably like, well, doing drugs that can make anybody happy. No, that's not what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about finding your purpose, whatever your purpose is, and then you actually living in it, right? You're not made to go live at a cubicle. You're not made for that. Your bodies aren't made to wake up when that alarm clock goes off. Just sit and fucking think. Think about how many times your alarm goes off and you're like, fuck. First of all, you're trying to fucking dismiss it as many times as possible. And then when you finally let it go off, you probably lay in your fucking bed for an extra 10 to 25 minutes just trying to get your mind right because your mind is not ready to get up. Now try this. Try it on the weekend. Well, try it on your off day because you might work a 9 to 5. You might, just work whatever kind of hours. But try this on your off day. Go to sleep the night before, obviously. Don't have no alarm clock set, no nothing. And let your body wake up at its natural time. It wants to wake up. I can guarantee you, this is what I'll say, because I don't know if you got sleep apnea or anything like that, so I'm not going to guarantee you. But I will say this, if you can do something like that and let your body wake up naturally, you won't be as tired. You will not be as tired. It almost be like you're rejuvenated. You understand? Because you're letting your body take its natural course. Your body might want to wake up at 9, 10 o'clock, right? But you got that alarm going off, you waking up at like 4 and you're upset. You're starting the day off upset. You know what I'm saying? There's so much shit to go over right now. But I'm a hold some shit back. I'm gonna hold some shit back, right? You wanna know what else is a fucking scam? I'm gonna go back to this. The other day, I got 7 fucking items from Jules. If you're from Chicago, you know Jules Osco. If you're not from Chicago, Jules Osco is a grocery store here in the Chicagoland area and it's been around for quite some time. But I want to follow up with this. I go into fucking Jewel Osco. I get 7 fucking items. I bullshit you not. I got some vitamins, some tea or some shit like that. Just some random shit. It was 7 fucking items. That shit came out to almost $40. I'm talking about small little items. One bag. That's one bag. And I was so fucking pissed because ain't no fucking way. It wasn't like listen, I shop at Whole Foods and shit. And they be fucking running amok with those prices. But you go there because they say, oh, that shit is organic and it's healthy and all that shit. And they overcharge you for that. Man, I saw the weirdest shit at the Whole Foods. Listen, this motherfucker paid for the shit with his hand. Yeah, yeah. I bet you motherfuckers ain't know that. And guess what? He was black. This motherfucker, this lady was ringing up his shit. Boop, boop, all that shit, right? It's going down. This motherfucker got like 3 something. Don't ask me how I knew that. I just got, good memory and I pay attention to shit. Anyway, this motherfucker, all of it, rung out. The lady goes, how you gonna pay? He scans his fucking hand. He scans his hand. Boop. Shit went through. No credit card in sight, no checkbook, no motherfucking paperbacks, no change, none of that shit in sight. This motherfucker scans his hand and gives this motherfucker, she gives him a receipt. I was like, oh, hell nah. Man, so I asked the cashier, I'm like, man, do people be signing up for that shit? She's like, yes. And you'd be surprised who's signing up for this shit. I'm like, damn, we living in fucking total fucking recall. Who would have thought you could go in a fucking store and not even go in your wallet, just your fucking hand is nuts. Fucking nuts, man. The technology is off the chain these days. And that could be depressing. And you know what? What I said at first, I really meant that shit. Nothing is new under the sun. The technology we have here, it might be outdated. The technology that's being displayed, it might be outdated. We'll never fucking know, right? But we could guess though, for sure, for sure. And also, guys, I do want to bring up something that's near and dear to my heart. I feel like there's not enough appreciation in this world. I feel like we don't know how to appreciate people in our lives and the things that they do so our lives can be better. It could be your mother, it could be your father, a uncle, auntie, a cousin, little cousin, uh, a pastor, a teacher, right? We we all have someone that thinks highly of us, and we all are guilty of not appreciating things in the moment, right? Whether it could be you and your girl sharing some fruit and y'all both just smiling, right? Appreciate that moment. Appreciate the moment with your family. You know what I mean? That's a that's important, man. And speaking of family, and we're gonna get back to why you all should appreciate your family, is why do they push that narrative? Sister against brother, brother against sister. If you notice, all the shows on like not maybe not all of them. I haven't had to watch the Disney Network in a long time, but most of the shows where there are actually like siblings in there, the brother's always mean to the sister's always mean to the brother. Why is that? Why can't they just be loving siblings? Like, why is there like a competition between siblings? And then you got people as parents that promote that kind of fucking behavior. Like, oh, that's your little brother. He's supposed to do big head shit. Or that's your big brother. He's supposed to fucking torture you. Like, I don't get it. And I'm a big brother, you know what I'm saying? And maybe I fell under those guidelines when I was younger, but I noticed the shit now and I feel like it's fucked up. And I feel like we shouldn't be raising our kids to have these sibling battles and shit. I think that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you put them out in the world and they got that same fucked up behavior because what if the little brother or the big brother just let the younger sibling or whoever get over that one time? Now they running out the house thinking they fucking the ultimate warrior and shit. Then they go get their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's the right way to raise brothers and sisters or any siblings. There shouldn't be a pecking order in the sibling, you know what I'm saying, atmosphere, right? We should be practicing love. Now back to my appreciation rant, right? If you got a woman, if you got a man, your partner, you know what I'm saying? your parents, you know what I mean? Your kids, look at them, right, in the face, right? It ain't gonna take a minute, but look at them in the face and say, I appreciate you. I appreciate the little things you do. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a girl, she get up and she cook for you. Maybe she not the best cook, but she know what you like to eat and she order it. You know what I'm saying? Show it, man. Tell her you appreciate her. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you'd be surprised how people go out through life feeling underappreciated. Like, really, just really fucking think about that. It's probably been shit that you've done, and and you did it out the kindness of your heart, but it seemed like it just went unnoticed. You know what I'm saying? So turn to your lover, you know what I'm saying, your kids, whoever, whoever. Because if they're around you, 9 times out of 10, they done did something for you in some kind of way, right? You're like, hey, I appreciate you. Good looking. Even if it's just your homie, right? Your best friend. And be like, hey, man, that shit you did, bro. I appreciate that shit, man. Good looking. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be nothing weird, but why not give a motherfucker some appreciation? It don't hurt you. Just like it don't hurt you to say thank you. It don't hurt you to say I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit hurts you, right? So, let's practice appreciation. You know what I'm saying? Also, before I go ahead and leave you with my famous quote, well, it ain't my famous quote. I heard it before and I really took a liking to it. But I do want to say, is it just me or did last year go by really fucking fast? Like I felt like it was just moving. You know what I mean? 1 minute it was June and then I fucking blinked my eyes, it was December. Now it's 2026. So if last year moved fast as fuck, I feel like this year is gonna move fast as fuck. So instead of doing like the New Year's resolution shit, you know what I mean? I wanted to drop on New Year's Day, but I did some other shit which I'm about to mention. But instead of doing the New Year, New Me shit, everybody that's listening, I know I probably dropped a lot of shit right now, but everybody that's listening, all right, this year, I want you to try to accomplish one goal a week. I don't care what it is. It could be, oh, I'm not fucking with red meat for a week. Or oh, I'm not gonna pleasure myself for a week. Or whatever the fuck. I'm gonna look people in their eyes for a week when I talk to them. Whatever you could think of, right? That's positive or it's gonna help you in some kind of way. I don't want motherfuckers walking around, man, for a whole week. I'm gonna try to punch people. I'm trying to punch 5 people in their face. Nah, not that shit. No weird shit, but like positive shit, right? That's gonna help you or help somebody else or further your career. Just set these little small goals, right? Don't it ain't gotta be crazy. A motherfucker be 700 pounds and say I'm gonna lose 5 in fucking 1 month. That shit is crazy and it's probably not gonna happen, right? So don't set no crazy goal. Just set that one goal, like I'm gonna do this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna eat more carrots or some shit, or I'm gonna pay attention to my woman. You feel me? Or I'm gonna see how I can help my man accomplish some shit. You know what I mean? Just something, right? Or it could be for someone else, or it could be your own individual thing. But I'm trying to make sure I'm saying this right. This is what the challenge is. Try to seize the moment, right? I know I felt like time was going fast, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people felt like that. So try to capture that moment. You know what I'm saying? And do something on a small scale or major scale. I think everything is major. Just to say, yeah, I did that. You know what I'm saying? Last month I did this, right? So by the time we get back to December, a motherfucker gonna be like, damn, I did a lot of shit this year. You know what I'm saying? I got to it this year. And you could pat yourself on the fucking back like, man, hell yeah. This year was very productive for me. You know what I'm saying? So you won't be like, man, I wasted so much time, right? So that's what I challenge all my listeners to do. And also, I published my first fictional book this year. Round of applause for me. So that's my second book, right? I got two books in the world available on Amazon. The first book is called Alphabet Book of Motivation. You know what I'm saying? Me. Definitely, you can look that up. And then my second book that I just dropped, January, I published it on the 1st of January 2026, and it released January the 2nd on Amazon. It's called Damien, Born in Blood. I need you guys to go check it out. It is an ebook and it's a soft book, soft paper. But what you know what I'm trying to say? It's a paperback book, right? So it's available that way. Please check it out, man. It's my first fictional book. It's like a horror mafioso, takes place on the South Side type shit. Hey, listen, I think you guys will really enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? It took me like 4 or 5 months to put the shit together. You know what I'm saying? And I think you're gonna like it. And my first book, you know what I'm saying? The Alphabet Book of Motivation, that's only available as an ebook on Kindle. It's a short read because it's only 26 letters in the alphabet, but you definitely need to check it out. You know what I'm saying? All this is available on Amazon. Uh, Damien is a character. You guys are gonna love it. So feel free to check it out and support. And once again, thank you for tuning in. This is episode 54. You know what? I feel like I should just say 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Because man, I don't I don't know. I'm gonna play around with it, but it's too late to go back. But this is episode 54. Thank you for tuning in to Donnie's Thoughts. I'm King Donnie, and like always, the blind can't lead the blind. Somebody say what has to play the dog. I'm out.